Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Today being the 22nd of April 2020. Let's have a look at your daily divine spread and see what the messages are for today. Let's see the Major Arcana Karma Dharma position. Today, 22nd of April, and for those of you that are seeing or watching, I should say, this video on another day, this message would be important for you. Very interesting, because I don't read reversals. We have the Hanging Man in the reverse, and yesterday's reading, the outcome was the Hanging Man. Okay, as the outcome now, the Hanging Man has turned upside down, and therefore this is saying that whatever you've been sacrificing, waiting on, okay, it looks as though things are starting to move now. Okay, this is Piscean energy. Pisces is some sort of an ending. Pisces is also very magical, but it's also very hidden. Things that have matured, things that are giving way to some sort of a new beginning here. Obviously, a cycle has ended here. It's all systems go, I do believe, with this card being in the reverse. Okay, this is you seeing the truth. Let's take Modern Spellcaster's Tarot today by Melanie Marquis. Let's take this as your main spread. Let's see what's going on today, everyone. Okay, in the foundation we have the Four of Pentacles. In the hidden position, we have the Six of Pentacles. So obviously, someone that has been holding back, holding on to a situation, they're now letting go. Okay, Six of Pentacles does mean giving and receiving. This is more of a balanced energy. Balanced means giving, being generous. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, a card of stagnation. Looking at something, probably at your investments, whether this is a relationship or any sort of a relationship, of course. Seven of Pentacles is someone waiting. As we can see here, she is nurturing the plant here. She is feeding it. So it's as though something was put on hold. But with the Seven of Pentacles, this person is still hoping for this plant to continue to grow, this plant, this business, this situation. Let's look at the now. And we have the Two of Wands. So the door is opening, a message is coming through, as we could see he is communicating with this little bird. Okay, news is coming through. Okay, this could be someone that's made a decision, whether they should walk through that new doorway, open their horizons, as we know that the Two of Wands does speak of Sagittarian energy. You know, the door is wide open. What do? We communicate, and then we're ready to take that next step into expansion and growth, which would be the Three of Wands. What is the goal here? What is on your mind, someone else's mind? And we've got the Judgment card here, Scorpio. And the Judgment card, we know, could be someone that has obviously judged you harshly, or you could be keeping a grudge, let's say, towards someone else. The Judgment card is saying this is an awakening. This is very karmic as well. You were meant to go through this. You're meant to walk through this new doorway as soon as you receive that message, that sign, that synchronicity, whatever it is for you and in your personal journey. Let's look at the action and advice, and we've got the Three of Cups, everyone. That is beautiful, and we did have the Three of Cups yesterday in the hidden position here. So Three of Cups is a celebration. It's coming together. It is agreeing whether to disagree, agreeing to move forward. This is a family situation. This is, again, three people could be in a situation that have wanted the same thing. Okay, this is a group effort. This is 3 people coming together and saying, yes, this is what we all want. This is for the highest good. This is for our own good. Okay. What is the outcome? And we have the 3 of Pentacles. There's that expansion, the collaboration. 3 of Pentacles could be at work, something to do with what you are creating. Your efforts are being noticed, whether this is in a relationship or in a work situation. 3 of Pentacles does ring very much the 3rd house of Gemini. Gemini is where Venus being love projects and values, that's where it's moving into its shadow phase, soon to retrograde. And we know that with the Judgment card here, this, of course, is a card which is saying that Archangel Michael is asking for resurrection. It's time to wake up. It's time to continue maybe investing on this same situation, this relationship. That is some sort of an era that has closed in the past. Now it's being fed again with energy, with life. And this is a celebration, which is saying the fact that we've got the 3 of Cups after the Judgment card, it's saying that this is the new beginning here, okay? But it's only the 3 of Pentacles, it's not the 10. So we're at the initial success here. What is the divine message here, the divine position? And we have the 9 of Wands, okay, which is the last, it's the tail of the storm, I'm going to say, and someone could still be quite, I don't want to say judgmental, but they're at the point where they're ready to open that door, but there's still fear here. There is still fear, I see here. Okay, fears of being hurt, fears of, you know, do I let them in? Do I let this situation back into my life? Okay, because they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. And of course, this could be your energy here as well. Let's take another card on this position here. And we have the 4 of Swords. It looks as though for some of you, someone still needs to wake up. They still need to heal. This is a card of healing, obviously. It's going to take them a little bit of time. And we know that the Hanging Man in the reverse could also mean that someone has been waiting too much. They're not willing to come out of this stagnancy here. This is not for most of you. For most of you, I do feel that this is probably what is going on. This is not only in a personal situation, but on a collective scale as well. With the 4 of Swords, we're still bound by some sort of a situation, still feeling as though we're not totally actually able to move freely. Let's take a couple of cards on the Hanging Man. We have the 9 of Swords, so it's a lot about fear. Fear of the worst, okay? We've got a couple of 9s here. 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, which is saying we're close to the end. Let's take another card. What comes after the Hanging Man? Being stuck for way too long, and some of us are not being able to see, because Pisces is the house. It's, you know, behind us. It's not something that we can actually see, and we know that Pisces is also about faith. I feel as though someone here is not trusting that the highest good is the outcome at the end of the day here, and they're stuck in that 3D fear and things that are going on around them and in their life. Let's take another card. Oh wow, and we've got the 3 of Swords here. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is here, 4 of Swords is here. So someone, as I said, is not ready to take that sword to communicate as of yet. They're still healing, okay? Still healing, and this could also be an emotional, but also a physical healing that needs to take place. We've got we've got 3 threes here. 3 threes. We've got a lot of 2s. We've got the Judgment card. which is a number 20, breaks down to a 2. We've got the 2 of Wands, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 9s. So that what I feel is that some of you are at the initial stage of this, hoping for what is best for this situation. Others of you are close to the end. Let's take another card on this 3 of Swords. And we've got the 5 of Wands, yes, which is talking about change. Someone is conflicted still. This could also mean that someone is not trusting. As you can see, these people are blindfolded here. They don't actually believe until they receive that sign, that synchronicity, that indication from the divine. Let's take a few more cards, everyone. Let's look at that Judgment card. And we have the Queen of Wands, which speaks of someone being very decisive. She is very decisive. She's going to take the initiative. She's going to take action towards something that she wants to celebrate, something that she wants to expand on. It could be that, I would say more than likely, the Queen of Wands is more than likely your energy, everyone. And I feel that the person you're dealing with, they're still in their fear. Let's take the 3 of Pentacles, which is the outcome card. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, it is only a page, but he is holding that Ace of Pentacles, which does speak of something physical and real. This is a message coming through. But some of you out there, the person you're dealing with is still trying to hold on to this pentacle. They're not certain about sending that message out. It's going to take them a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the hidden position. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. 6 and 7 of Pentacles we've got here, which means there is movement. There is, movement towards finding something that is very stable. But we know that the 7 of Pentacles, which is the highest pentacle here, 7 of Pentacles is again a number of conflict. Let's look at this 6 here in the hidden position. We do have a fair bit of earth here. We've got the 4, we've got the 3, so it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 7 of Pentacles here, we've got the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is a soulmate connection. Of course, it is a very balanced in the emotional realm, feeling of trust. Maybe for some of you, the trust has been broken in the recent past. 6 of Cups is also a card that is saying that this person, whoever is watering this plant here, is looking back to the past, looking back at those times when things were much happier. Let's look at the 6 of Pentacles now. And we have the 10 of Wands, which is good to see here. The 10 of Wands is the completion. We've got the 9 and the 10 of Wands here. Someone is coming to the end of a cycle here. It's been quite burdensome, but they're going to get to their goal no matter what. Let's look at that 2 of Wands, the door that is open, the communication. What happens after the communication? Are they going to walk through that doorway? And we've got the 2 of Cups, everyone. So what I feel here is that at the end of the day, there is going to be balance. They are going to take that step through that doorway. We've got 2 2s here. So there is a lot about balance here. With the 6 of Pentacles, I do see it very much as a Libra, as usually it shows the scales. Libra is relationships, can be romantic, can be family as well. So I'm going to say that for those of you that have kept that special relationship in your heart, you've been nurturing it, loving it. It looks as though it may be coming back from the past. As you can see here with the 6 of Cups, there is a lot of happiness here. And for some of you, this could be someone that you've been dealing with for years. Let's take one more card in this position of the divine area. And we have the 4 of Cups. We've got, someone is conflicted here. What do I do? 2 4s we've got here. This situation here involves home. It involves your stability. It involves your security. As you can see here, he's got the sign of Cancer on his head, which means, yes, the sign of Cancer is the 4th house of home. Now, with the North and South nodes ready to move out of the sign of Cancer and Capricorn, where they've been transiting since the last 18 months, I do feel that many changes are going to come around where your home, your security, and the past is concerned. Okay, so as I said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Someone is doing a dance, but the energies of this reading are saying that there will be a new beginning here with the Page of Pentacles. It's going to start off in the page energy, so slowly and steadily. Let's have a look at that 3 of Cups in the action and advice. And what I feel that this reading also says is that you have to be positive, think positively. That's what you draw in. If you are standing in your fear, that's what's going to be holding you back. So that's where the difference is for some of you here, that it's taking longer than it should. You know, the outcome that you're expecting and that you're hoping for. Let's look at that 3 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords, you see. Fear is what it's all about. Imprisonment. And this may have to do with the lockdown as well, as there are a lot of things that we're dealing with. It's not only our romantic personal life, but also business, family, just general freedom. The freedom of speech, the freedom of movement, the freedom of taking action on what we aspire and what we love. Let's take one more card on that 8 of Swords. And we have the 6 of Wands, everyone. The 6 of Wands, this is a card of celebrating some sort of a balance, some sort of a reward, that what you've persevered with, what you've been trying to manifest and move towards. Okay, 6s are always about balance. Here it does say that what you've been fighting for, you have got the upper hand here, obviously. As you could see, she is above those others. So this is saying that she succeeded to overcome the naysayers, the things that she was up against. She came out of her fear and then she receives the rewards. She becomes successful in her endeavors. So I will leave it at that. I'm going to take a couple of handwritten cards. We've only got the Queen of Wands here, so we don't have any kings. We've got a Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is earth, yes. What I see here is the 4 of Pentacles. This is someone holding back. This is the Miser card. This is where this reading stems from. Here we've got the 3 and the Ace, which equal 4. So this is the splitting up of that, that holding back. So if you've been dealing with someone that is very slow to move, very calculated, okay, this is someone that is getting ready to send out that message, that communication. Let's have a look. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Let's take this Queen of Wands. What does she want to communicate? After you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. So it looks as though, and I got the goosebumps, this Queen of Wands doesn't have to be a fire sign, of course. She's someone who's very creative, someone who she magnetizes things into her life. She's usually someone who moves towards her desires, but here, obviously, she was not able to move as something was cut away, maybe abruptly, from her life, and it seems as though she lost her will to move forward. She lost that spark. She lost that fire that she works with usually, something that is very, you know, it comes from within her. It's in her DNA. So it was very tragic. I'm going to say what happened to this Queen of Wands. And when I say tragic, there's different levels of tragedy. She felt as though it was a tragedy to her in her life. But this is, as you can see, something, the highest power giving her a new lease on life, energy, more fire, that spark. You know, she's holding that Ace of Wands. She's more than likely not going to take action here. It says, please come back. So she is waiting. I believe that once she receives that message that things are not over, that what has ended for her has got a chance to be rebirthed. I do feel that that's when she's going to get back her fire and her spark. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles and see what that is. What's that message all about? I had been dreaming about you before I met you. And this is very similar to the Six of Cups here. So obviously someone feels that this is a soulmate connection. For others of you, this is someone more than likely realizing that this is a soulmate connection. This is a very strong connection, no doubt. And I do feel that this is a soulmate energy, whether we know that soulmates could be family members, could also be people that we even work with. I do feel here that with the 2 twos in the now position, this is saying that for most of us, there is some sort of a balancing out. We've got a few cards of balance. Even the Six of Pentacles is a card of balance. I just want to take one message on this Four of Cups, because this person is looking at the cup. Are they going to accept it? They are in conflict with the Five of Wands here. Will they accept this apology? Will they accept that this situation is stronger than them? Let's take a card. Well, this cannot be right for most of you, obviously. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. And I feel as though with this card, what it's saying is, because we've got the Nine of Wands, which does speak of fire. Now, let's not forget that the Queen of Wands holds that 10th wand, right? So I do feel that for some of you, you may have been dealing with someone that was not showing you their emotional side. They were all about the sexual side, the physical side of things, and that may have been what was the deal breaker. Let's take another card and a card. Oh, we've got 3 cards here, and I'm going to take them all. And we know that these messages do not resonate for everyone, so please take them how they talk to you and your situation. So we have, I want a commitment. I want to have a family with you. I need stability. Let's do this. And that is an ace. So we're talking about someone who showed only their fiery side, their sexual side. Here we've got someone that wanted a commitment. My heart still bleeds for you. I am not living, just breathing. This sounds very much like the energies of the Queen of Wands. And we also have, I really want to work on us. You are worth it. So obviously someone is willing to put in the work here. All right, so this does talk about a lot of pain, but it also talks about someone coming to the realization that this was not only a connection that was a 3D connection, but more so that this was a divine connection. I had been dreaming about you before I met you, and we don't dream. We don't dream for no reason. When we, messages come through our dream state, they are very highly sensitive. It's the energies that we're picking up. All right, what I'd like to do now is take that message from Spirit, everyone, and let's see what the message is today. Breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. And this does ring very much true with the Four of Swords here. Okay, a new breath of life, as I was talking about here with the Judgment card I feel here. And of course, this person is trying to collect themselves, trying to see what the truth is. Okay, so this is a time of, yes, being in a state of quiet, breathing, and through that breathing technique, whether this is just quieting yourself, I do feel that that's where the initial beginning, and you're putting everything in order here, putting your life in order. This could also mean a physical healing that needs to take place for some of you. Okay, so I do want to say that again, this is connection to spirit, connect to the divine, and this is your higher self as well. So everyone, I think that that's the message for today. I want to thank you so much, sending you much love, much healing, and many blessings. Talk to you again tomorrow.